You're listening to Harley Heroes Podcast.
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Welcome back, Aaron.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes.
With your pretentious Apple Watch.
According to my Apple Watch, it is 6:14-ish. Just to let you know.
Does everybody have it set to mute?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I got mine on mute.
Yeah. How is your Series 2 Apple Watch, buddy?
I have a Series 1 because I'm not a pretentious asshole
dear,
like you two.
That sucks. Speaking of, I really like that BB-8 was a better host than me, as said on the podcast.
He was pretty good, yeah.
He was
Yeah.
good.
I mean, he might be taking my job.
I'm also glad that all I do is say silly catchphrases.
Tell us what catchphrases those are, actually.
Yeah.
I want to know.
And I did stay home because it was stay home because you're well day.
I knew it. I told
knew
you.
it.
I
You
fucking told you.
called that
No,
shit.
first of all, you looked. It was like you spoiler alerted yourself. You're like, let's see what is that. Oh, 8 calories. Yeah, I was in bed for all day. I didn't move. I was sick.
That was the point we were making.
I know.
Yeah,
but at the
exactly.
beginning, you're like, yeah, he's fine. He just didn't show up for the show. And then he's like, oh shit, it's 8 calories. He's really there. But yeah, so I hate everybody.
We know that.
Yeah, what else is new?
And I maybe later we'll get into what Brandon the Black Goat said about you guys and how you guys are a bunch of jerks.
Wow.
Yeah, we had a nice
It's the
little.
last time he gets on the show.
Yeah, we had a nice little Twitter conversation about.
I guess
about-
Brandon Black Goat's never coming back.
Yeah.
You know? Well, now you know. Never miss a show.
We just give you
'Cause
our
I guess
opinion
we
I know.
get blasted.
about Luke Cage.
Um,
Didn't know people were going to be all butthurt about it.
I know. So angry. I was
And
just
Robin,
happy to see
I
ya.
think Robin is a better host than both of you.
Okay.
That was
Wow.
good.
That
She-
works. I'm
she-
okay.
she-
She's got a law degree, so I would hope so. She argues in
What
court,
does,
so
what does a law degree have to do with podcasting?
you have to argue in court. You have to talk.
I don't know.
Your
Yeah.
profession is talking.
She does talk.
went off the rails way too much, and you guys do need me.
Well, we
I
need
keep
you when
you guys-
we do an outline that's half of what you want to talk about. A show that we don't even like watching. You say, "Let's talk about Walking Dead." Okay, we're not
sorry.
watching it.
Hey, the day before I was fine. It was literally that day, and I was
At
planning on
2:40.
coming, and then it was it was a bunch of.
Manny.
That's okay. Everybody gets sick. Everybody gets sick. But not everybody gets shit on because they have a shitty show because half of it depended on the person that is sick.
It wasn't a shitty show. You guys did.
Thank
fine. It
you.
was
That's
fine.
all I wanted.
But I had a question.
Manny was getting a
Jeez.
little
Cut it
upset.
off right there.
Man. Oh, okay. That's fine.
No, I was just joking.
Oh, okay. I was just going to ask you if a hot dog was a sandwich.
Welcome to the Harley Heroes Podcast.
Welcome to Hardly Heroes. I'm your host, Buddy.
I'm Manny.
And I'm Aaron.
We have a special show for you guys tonight.
Super special.
We have a guest in the studio. We have Galvatron, a.k.a. Tyler,
AKA Tai Tai.
What?
Sometimes.
a.k.a.
Sometimes.
T.
Only when I'm tie-tie.
Sometimes tie-tie.
Tai Tai is Tai Tai right now.
All right.
A little sleepy.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, Tyler.
Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you having me. In fact, in honor of this occasion, and in honor of it being, and I don't want to steal a little bit of your thunder.
That's okay.
I'm going to take one little thing away from it, and that is, it is National Brownie Day.
I have that written
And-
down.
National Brownies.
Oh,
with
shit.
sprinkles.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's about being a quality guest.
Bravo.
Thanks.
Bravo.
The guests are really going to have to pull it together after this
Basically,
one, huh?
I'm setting a high bar.
Yeah,
Well, I
awesome.
guess since he brought it up, it is National Brownie Day. I have that written down.
So that's good.
There is a brownie.
And it's got sprinkles. That's
Oh, shit.
that's
key.
a double.
They're cosmic.
Sprinkle brownies.
Boom.
It's also National Christmas Tree Day.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah.
I would think it would be Christmas. No? Not
No,
Christmas?
that's in like
National
it's-
Christmas Day?
No, that's
Oh.
and pretend to be a time traveler day.
I pretend that every day.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And take it in the ear day.
I didn't understand that one.
Take it in the ear.
Yeah, I don't know
Take it in the
Little weird.
how to take that.
A dick in the ear. A dick in the
That's
ear.
kind of instantly what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'm so pumped that Tyler brought treats. That sets That sets the bar that now anybody that comes, if you don't come with treats, you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Step it.
But that's his barometer. Like,
Kick rocks.
if you bring Buddy food, he's happy. That's
is-
it. Like, that's it. Food. That's all it takes.
I do love food.
It
so.
happens.
I get hangry. What can I say?
We know.
That's why.
Trust me.
Your favorite.
I know.
That's true.
Your favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
All right, so what do we have on the menu today?
Okay, so we are talking about first Westworld, of course.
Yeah.
We all watched the last episode of the season, correct?
Oh, yes, sir.
We're gonna go around, including you, Tyler. You watched it.
I have some thoughts.
You're a pretty big fan.
Big fan. Yeah.
How do you like it? How it's coming out?
Really happy with it. I mean, there are a lot of twists and turns. I don't know that the season finale was my favorite, simply because I feel like, I mean, yeah, it answered a lot of questions, but part of the enjoyment of the show for me were the questions, were kind of the mysteries and following that journey. So I guess, I don't know, I guess kind of the old adage, it's the journey, not the destination.
Yeah,
I like the destination. It was good, but not as fulfilling as maybe I would hope it to be.
Got it. I kind of feel the same way. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I just it felt a little anticlimactic, I guess. I
Yeah.
kind of hoped for a lot more, and I didn't get as much as I was hoping for, I guess.
I feel like they did answer. Like, they answered a lot of the questions.
They did.
The is William Man in Black? Is it 2 time periods? Is it 3 time periods? Yeah, and I don't know. Yes, it wasn't like some big thing that happened at the end, but a lot got resolved and a lot got set up for next season. And I think at the end of the day, that's all you want from that type of show.
That's true. What I was going to ask you on that is, do you think it's because we mess up and we read all the theories? Because a lot of the theories were true.
That's what I was gonna ask.
And that's the thing is, like, Reddit is... if you go on Reddit, there's going to be 1,000 different theories from 1,000 different people trying to get up likes, and they just throw out these fucking dumbass theories or good theories. And that's why I stay off Reddit for these type of shows, because yeah, most of the stuff was guessed or predicted in week 2, week 3. So it sucks. But what can you do unless you were to just not watch it, and then have them all saved up, watch them all, and then go to Reddit.
Yep.
I felt the same way because of the podcast. I spent a lot of time researching these shows. Sure. I've read so many theories. And with the final episode, I felt like it was just confirming all the theories. So it wasn't much of a surprise. It was just saying, you were right on that one, you were right on that one, and you were right on that one.
Yeah, that's where I think I was kind of upset. I was like, man, but it would be nice to watch it from beginning to end now that it's all over, which would be fun to rewatch it. But
the thing that they did that I did like was, I agree with Tyler. It was a bit anticlimactic because I felt like I knew all the answers already, except for Dolores and William.
Blackout.
Teddy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
being
okay.
on the beach and it being all a setup.
Oh,
that blew my mind.
So what's funny is on the website, this is stuff nobody would know this unless you Googled and you did all this stuff.
By the way, what? Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that
one.
one.
shucks.
We haven't said anything yet, really.
Yeah.
But on the website they show the GPS location.
Oh yeah.
And it's like off the coast of so it tells you that this is on an island. Wherever they are is on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Right next to Jurassic Park.
Right next to it.
Are you saying that the Westworld
world is on an island? Yeah.
How is that? I mean, did they instruct?
I don't know.
Construct an island just out of nothing, just dredging the Atlantic.
Maybe they picked
sea.
an island.
Yeah.
Could they pick an island?
Maybe.
Yeah, but what island
It's
out
like
there looks like Utah or Arizona?
No shit.
That's
That's
true.
what I thought. I thought pretty much they had like an area blocked off in Utah or
'cause there's
Wyoming or some
huge swaths of land
That's true.
are empty with nothing. I mean, it would make perfect sense.
Where did you say the island was again?
Oh, man, I want to say it's off the coast, kind of by Japan.
I guess
in
no
that
matter
area.
what, it would be pretty
that's
tropical,
That's the
right?
Pacific.
Did I say Atlantic?
Yeah.
I meant Pacific. Sorry.
So it would be, and regardless, it'd be tropical. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wouldn't. Yeah, that's kind of odd.
It was weird.
I don't make the rules.
I just want to know how
read
long
them.
it took them to build each story underneath of all the
Right?
storage. Because
All the cold
that was
storage.
pretty deep.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well, if they stood the unused robots, a little closer, they wouldn't have to
Well,
use so much space.
This is true.
Yeah.
Personal space.
Not
My
well.
Get
bubble.
in the corner.
My bubble. My bubble.
What did you guys think about the maze, or the answer to the maze?
I didn't
Was
see
it an answer
coming.
though?
I think it was.
Yeah, sorry.
No. I kind of felt like the maze was her realizing who she's listening to. She's got to listen to herself.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing is we thought the maze was going to be a maze, but
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it
maze
was more of a physical thing.
all the maze is them getting consciousness. Like that was, and I didn't see that coming. But no, it makes sense. But that's what the maze is. That's why William can't get to the maze because he was born in the maze. He was born out of the maze.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. But it was good. I like that part. Are you okay, Manny?
The stupid clock.
Jeez.
Huh. Was somebody right about that?
Yes, you were right. Okay. If I did
Boom.
an 8-minute plank, I would have known that.
Yes.
But I only do a 2-minute plank.
Well, get better.
I'm trying.
All right. It's okay.
You got to call me out all the time.
Oh dear.
Okay, was William being the man in black a surprise?
I don't think so.
No, it was. I think we
No,
already
I
did.
mean, we kind of already
Well-
knew it, but it was cool how they, did it because in the beginning, I didn't have an idea.
I would say like watching his transformation from really the last time he kind of sees Dolores, his buddy. What was the guy's name?
Logan.
Logan. Thank you. Sending him off after he's killed all those guys and just kind of stripped away his humanity and any goodness.
Yeah, that was left in him.
Yeah.
that was.
I think so. It's like he didn't have any more faith in it. Didn't from the beginning of the show. It didn't look like he had any faith in like humanity, and then he kind of found some faith in these robots, and then realizing that they're just playing a role. That really it was like, well, fuck it, man. This world has nothing to offer. And
What I want to know is, he dropped that picture in the past, like miles away from where it was found. Like, did it really get caught in the wind and just start swirling until it got to Sweetwater or wherever it ended
that was a
up? But-
long time.
It's in the ocean.
Right,
I mean,
it's
sea
like-
breeze carried it.
and
really
and,
far.
and it just was like, oh, under one little layer of dirt, and it was found. Like, I just don't, maybe I know it's a nitpick, but that's I don't know.
By the way, that's a stocked image on I think one of the like Shutterstock or something.
Really?
Oh, that's
and
funny.
it's a picture of
A girl in Times Square.
America's Got Talent. The Tyra Banks show.
Okay.
Oh, next top model.
Yeah.
She's a next top model
Boom.
contestant. I saw that.
What?
I know that. I don't know how.
I just can't believe he pulled that out and nothing. He was like, boom,
He
got
said
it.
Tyra Banks, and I said, "What is she known for?"
Yeah.
Lots of things.
Okay. I can take that.
Smizing.
Is that a real thing?
Smiling with your eyes. Smizing. That's what
Alrighty.
you've got to smize.
Oh dear.
You've got to smize.
What is
Get
that?
it.
The shoulders.
Yeah, I was about to say, can you smize into the camera, please? Just so you know, we are videotaping this.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to be throwing it up on.
Anything. Maybe like a clip or two. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe on our YouTube channel.
We do have a YouTube channel that is not really being used. It's
Yeah.
just there.
It's at Hardly Heroes.
Yeah.
Do you guys think Ford was a robot?
Yes.
No. Well, okay. Here's the thing. He was conspicuously making a robot in his little secret lab. We never got to see it finished. So I guess technically he could have made it himself. I just don't think Anthony Hopkins is coming back because it's Anthony Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think he's coming back to the show because he's so old, and I don't think he wants to do this show, for a long time. I think it was a fun project for him, and I just don't see him staying with it.
Wanting to keep with it.
Yeah, he's not like one of these younger actors that needs the job.
I feel like the next question is, what do you think like the run length of the show is? How many seasons are we talking about? Because I feel like that may weigh into his decision. If
The creator said they have plans for 5 seasons.
5 seasons, okay.
Yeah,
That's a long commitment for him, though.
No, it is, yeah.
and it takes a
Especially
long
it's
time.
got Transformers coming up. It's gonna be huge.
Oh dear.
Oh, sorry, that was funny.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
I think he's coming back.
All right.
I think so too. Yeah, I stand by that.
I don't know if he'll stay all 5 seasons, but I think he'll at least stay for a couple.
Yeah, probably.
And since people suspect that he's dead, he may not have that many scenes, or he may be kind of more in the shadows next season, possibly.
Like hanging out in cold storage by himself, going
Pretty much.
going
Yeah.
up the big ass stairs.
Drinking with
There you go.
The
With,
second
with old Bill.
robot.
With old Bill.
old Bill.
Old Bill. No, but it was. I don't know, man. I could see it. I guess.
My next question was, do you guys think that Maeve chose to come back for her daughter, or that's what the guys were talking about, that they cannot leave? No matter what, you can't leave. You're programmed.
I think that was her first conscious decision.
You think so?
I agree.
Was not staying on the train. I think that was her. I don't know. Hey man.
Yeah, because her programming. I mean, he pulled up her programming, and it
yeah.
said, "Yes, someone put this into your code or whatever to say yes, you're gonna escape. You're not actually making this decision." I think the decision, like Aaron said, to stay was her first kind of conscious, realization and decision.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it both ways.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, just wondering your guys' opinion on that one.
It's fine. I mean, you're wrong, but it's fine.
Fuck you. You're wrong. On. Yeah, I said fuck you. That's for you, Jay Jackal.
Oh,
Says
wow.
we're always trying to keep it clean here on the Hardly Heroes studio.
I don't fucking cuss ever, so I don't know
Never
what the
fucking
hell
cuss.
he's talking about.
I know,
Like,
right?
I don't
We're
know.
so fucking kid friendly.
Yeah, it happens.
Now, was that Samurai World, or is that part of the same world?
No,
that
it's-
that has to be a new
Yeah,
world.
it even had.
That's-
it had an S. Like,
It was an S over it?
Well, that's
Yeah.
why
I don't
see
think
it?
I saw that.
I
I
didn't
all
didn't
right,
see
see
it.
so
that one.
I didn't
all right,
see it.
Tyler saw it because it
Yeah.
said S,
But
W.
But that's
like
why
Samurai World.
the guy who's like, yeah, I can't explain what this is right now, or something to Maeve, because it's not just robots for the park. It's something. It's another world. It's another island or another place. And
So
yeah.
that's what I'm wondering is, do you think in time that all the worlds are going to open up together? Because if you're saying this is an island, is each island sectioned off?
maybe, or each
Because
park.
they went into, I mean, right next to it into another world.
Yeah. So I don't know. It would make sense that they're all on the one big island or whatever, or maybe Australia. Who knows? But yeah, but I can't see, like, next season. I don't think it's going to be Samurai World, because that's not the name of the show. Like, they have to keep
Yeah.
it Westworld. They'll probably hint and maybe show the other worlds, but
That's what I wonder.
but it won't
Is
be
it'll never be focused on
yeah,
a different world.
It won't be the main focus.
I feel like the only thing I would add to that is, and why I just think that's another world that people can travel to if they don't want to go to Westworld, is in the original Michael Crichton movie, there were 3 worlds. There was Westworld, there was kind of a Camelot-inspired medieval realm, and then there was, at that point, like a future kind of spacey realm. So I think it's just another, like, section to the theme park. That's it.
Game of Thrones world.
Could be.
I want to ride a dragon. No? Nobody else?
Yeah.
You're not Khaleesi, yo.
I don't give a shit.
So I
I
guess
want to be Jon Snow.
my next question was that why, if there's so many other worlds, why is everything happening just in Westworld? But then while you guys were speaking, I kind of answered my own question, is that I think instead of like the Michael Crichton movie, they started with Westworld and are growing.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that happen instead of all happening at one time. So I think they're going to take us into these other worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it did just start as Westworld, and now
They're the oldest robots in the park.
they're building the robots for the Samurai World, and who knows, maybe it'll switch to Samurai World, or they'll try to. But I don't see how the series has to end with the robots leaving and going into the real world. And I like how I was really hoping they were going to show what the actual world looks like
Me too.
with Maeve, but I just want to see, like, what is going on. Like,
Outside of it.
Yeah, so,
I
anyway.
agree.
How futuristic is the outside world?
I just think the end of that season, it just left me with like, what? I have no idea what they're gonna do next.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't really know what's left. Not that I don't want to see what's coming up, but just with, I mean, it just seemed like a finale of the entire show. That's what it felt like.
There's gonna be a cover up, and all the chairs, all the heads of the company are all gonna be robots now, and they're going to control the park.
I've got a question, and
That was a theory.
I like it. Do we think Black Hat survives?
Oh, yeah.
His arm is broken.
Yeah.
He gets shot, but you see that smile on his face, like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've ultimately wanted, in the 30 years I've been coming here.
He's definitely coming back.
He wants them to
Oh,
fight
he's
back,
gotta
and now
come
they're
back.
fighting back.
Yeah, no, he wants them to be able to choose to
Yeah.
kill and maim
wanna-
and do the raping.
Yeah, there was an interview with. Oh dear, not the raping.
Yeah.
Pulled out the rape card because Manny is really rapey.
The worst card ever.
It's not as serious when you say raper.
Yeah.
It's better when you say rapey,
No. I'm saying it's better when you say raper.
rapish.
rapey.
Oh dear. Okay.
Rapist?
But yeah, no, the actor who played the Man in Black, he had an interview and he was insinuating pretty hard that he was coming back next season.
Yeah.
So
Ed Harris.
there it is.
Yeah. Can I make a brief little fun fact about Ed Harris? And
Fun fact.
fun fact, Ed Harris starred in 2 NASA-related movies. One, Apollo 13.
Okay.
Gene Cranston, he was the director of, Mission Control. The other one, The Right Stuff, he played none other than John Glenn, who actually passed away today at 95. So,
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
shit.
Okay
yeah,
then.
I'm a little sad by that. So, Godspeed, John Glenn.
Yeah. Godspeed, John Glenn. Sure.
You guys don't know who he is?
We have no idea who the fuck he
Oh
is.
my gosh!
I'm sorry.
Awful
We're
Americans.
horrible people.
I know who John Glenn is.
Do
Thanks.
you? Who is he?
Yeah,
Sprinkles
an
does.
astronaut.
I'm Mexican. American
Bingo.
doesn't like me.
What?
Oh, that was very
What?
silent.
What? Wait,
What's going on?
Manny,
Are
you're
you being
American.
are you being a little rapey again?
No, I'm being racist.
Oh,
That's a different R.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, what was I going to say? He's also starred in 2, we talked about this already in the show, but 2 things that involved a fake world. Truman and
Yep.
Westworld.
Yeah.
I mentioned that
Oh,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love
So
me
this guy
some
loves his-
Truman Show.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. No. I'm
I
just
love
saying.
Truman
Ed,
Show.
Ed
Fuck
Harris.
you guys.
I like it. It's
I
good.
didn't
It's
say anything.
When he
Ed-
sails out
God,
to the
Manny,
wall, that's
geez.
super
Just
sad.
in case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thank you.
Do you have a problem with
Screw
that,
you
Manny?
I have a
guys.
big problem with it.
Okay.
So, if you go to the website, the Westworld website right now, it's a little under construction.
A little, yeah.
You you see a distorted image of Billy. Billy? No,
William?
Teddy.
Teddy.
Teddy. It's
James
supposed to be
Marsden.
Teddy. Yeah, I think it's Teddy. And he goes, "Your world was built for me, people like me, not for you." Yeah. And then you hear Dolores say, "Then someone better burn it clean."
Bum bum bum.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh,
It's
my God.
Teddy saying that? Because I feel like, in the notes, it would have made more sense if Billy, if Black Hat was saying it.
It from what I remember, it was Teddy's voice.
Okay.
Well,
And
yeah,
it,
the world is made for the robots, not for the humans.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. It's Teddy's voice because they're basically saying that Teddy's just become Wyatt's bitch again, Dolores.
Got it.
Yeah. So so we're not getting our next season until 2018. That's fucking forever.
It's just like the Leftovers. The Leftovers did that.
I know.
Like they're about to come back
Bunch
in
of
like
bitches.
the next couple months. But yeah, we've waited a year and a half for the goddamn new season. Bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yay for 2018.
so far away. At least we have Game of Thrones. to
Putting
look
it on my
forward to.
calendar. Yeah. Okay, that's all I got for Westworld.
Sweet, yo.
Now we're gonna get into the meat of this. Why?
What? Wait.
Why the Galvatron is here?
What kind of meat?
That steak that you're
Sausage.
gonna eat in like
Like 5
May
months or something.
In May.
Yeah.
I think in May. Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, it is coming up.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the best one of your life.
I'm
So
excited.
where are you going for that again?
My home.
Cosco.
Yeah. Costco pizza.
yeah, it was. He said Costco.
Prime-
Oh no, he said Costco.
Costco has the best steaks.
Prime grade beef.
Okay.
Prime grade beef.
You're not Santa. You smell like beef and cheese.
What?
Nobody?
What is
Yeah.
that
Come
from?
on.
Buddy the Elf.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Finally have somebody.
Santa! I know him! I know him!
Whew, that was loud.
You gotta get back way up.
Sorry. My apologies.
we didn't tell him about when you yell into the mic, you have to yell upwards.
So sorry for everybody who
Yeah.
just got their ears blown out.
It's all right. That was. I cried a little. That was,
He's got a strong
good
voice.
stuff.
We're getting into the meat of this.
Oh, dude. Hold
Rogue
on, wait.
One, Star Wars. I wish I could cue up this. Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
dun, 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 dun.
What?
That was my Darth Vader.
That was, see, that's
That was a
good.
good one.
That was-
Whatever, fucking Manny and his cool little fucking, do the
What?
Bane. No,
The what?
do the Bane.
Bane.
Oh.
No, hold on. Do Bane doing Darth Vader.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you do that?
That's good.
We're all excited for Rogue One.
Ryan over here.
That was fun.
We've been waiting for this movie for about a year now.
For about
Yeah.
30 years.
So we
We're all
brought
excited.
in our Star Wars guru, and
Yes.
that is Galvatron.
The Galvatron.
Who?
He's here to help
I
us
like Star Wars.
talk about Star
Tyler.
Wars a little bit. So, Tyler, I have a little description of what the movie's supposed to be about, but I'm gonna let you give us your synopsis on this movie.
Okay.
What are we expecting out of this movie, story-wise?
Okay, story-wise, I really think, the bulk of it's going to focus on gaining the plans to the Death Star.
Okay.
And that's going to come main character Felicity Jones?
Jones.
Jones,
You
that's
are
right.
correct.
Jyn Erso.
Jenner.
She is the daughter of some kind of scientist or engineer that has played a huge role
Is
in...
that Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Mads Mikkelsen. He is the engineer or scientist that is some role in designing it. Maybe it's the overall structure. It could be the turbo laser part, which is the massive laser, that we know from both episode 4 and episode 6. So her dad is integral to the construction, and basically the way I understand it, I don't want to give too much of the plot, and I'm kind of speculating because I don't know exactly, but I think what draws her into the rebellion is that a code or message is sent to a rebel faction, and they kind of seek her out because it's her father. So that's kind of where I stand right now in terms of just a little bit of the plot and structure of the film, but I think most of it's going to be forming, a squad, a team, Rogue One. That's kind of their call sign that they get, that they name their vessel. And I think it's forming the team, this ragtag, group of freedom fighters, and then going after the plans. And where that takes you, I don't really know. I watched a trailer, an international trailer today, and super colorful, really bright, cool different planets that we haven't seen. I think the tropical one is new. We haven't seen anything like that before.
Yeah, that is. Right.
And what's neat,
You're right.
the last thing I was going to add about that and what I think is so cool is the Stormtrooper. Their gear is different.
Is it?
Yeah, it's. I can't remember. I wish I
They
could
still
remember.
can't
the
shoot
name.
for shit, though.
No.
Well,
lousy.
of course.
Hey, come on here.
They got Stormtrooper mode turned on. Duh.
Their sights are all out of whack. Now,
Damn
what
it.
I wanted to ask you, Tyler, was, knowing that this movie had so many reshoots, does it worry you at all, or are you 100% gung ho?
No, I'm gung ho simply because it's Disney and they're gonna get it right. I mean, we've had how many years now of excellent Marvel films?
At least 5.
At least 5 since they've since Disney acquired it completely. So, I mean,
All movies get reshoots.
yeah, that
Oh, I
always
know,
happens.
but they made it seem like it was such a huge reshoot that it was like 50% of the movie. I'm not worried at all, but are you more excited for... Were you more excited for this movie or for episode 7?
That's a tough one. I think, well,
That's a good question.
That is.
No, I would say just purely based on the preview, I've been more excited for the preview, or my excitement level has been more from the Rogue One trailer than it was from Force Awakens.
The reason why I thought he would say this is because of how well you thought they did with Episode 7, that you were so excited for this movie because of, they did really well with Episode 7.
Because I feel like even though it's not like a continuation of that trilogy, it's a continuation of the Disney influence
Right.
in Lucasfilms, and I think it's going to be gold. Yeah,
I think
Solid gold.
I would have to go with Star Wars Force Awakens only because it had been so long since we got a Star Wars movie.
A good Star Wars movie.
A good Star Wars. It had been
Hey,
even longer.
whoa,
Yeah. You know,
Episode 3 is not that bad.
you know that this is
Come
not
on,
a popular
man.
opinion that
I mean,
you have.
It wasn't that bad, but why do you? If you have to say that about a movie,
Yeah, but
about
I'm
a Star Wars movie.
No, all right, listen here. Let's go into this. Empire Strikes Back, the best Star Wars movie, hands down.
Okay. I
Then we go
Force Awakens.
Return of the Jedi.
Force Awakens.
Okay. All right.
Then
No,
New
don't
Hope.
say it. Do not say it.
Episode 3.
I hate
No,
you so
shut
much.
up.
Yes!
No.
Way better than A New Hope.
Oh
you
my
guys are
God.
crazy.
No, in my order
Ugh.
it goes 5, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 in that order, quality wise.
Yeah. I agree.
Episode 2 is by far the
feel like-
worst Star Wars of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 2 sucks. Do not put a love story in my Star Wars. Get it out of here.
Or at least
Darth Maul could
Yeah,
have been
Han and
the-
Leia, get that shit out of here.
No, that he's not really a love story though. When she's like, "I
is.
love you," he's like, "I know," but it's
No,
not.
it's still a love
They're in
story.
love.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's
very-
not in your face. It's subtle.
Well,
it's
he
more
didn't lose his
nuanced.
ball sack either throughout
Yeah.
the Han still had
Thank
his
you.
balls attached.
He had huevos.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What still made the love story easy to comprehend and not having this little bitch crying about how he doesn't want to be a Jedi.
I just love how he's like, you could use a good kiss.
Oh,
Hey,
dear.
I like Episode 3. I like seeing him, turn
I'm
and
not saying I don't like
kill
it.
the
Yeah,
younglings.
we've just got to.
Man, yeah, I love child murder. It's my favorite.
Hey, I'm just saying it
My-
has to happen.
My favorite.
Tyler, I have a question.
That you gotta say that lightsaber battle between Obi-Wan and
Nope.
Anakin is fucking badass. Dude.
Yeah.
It's like
I
20
agree.
minutes long.
I agree. It's good.
Doesn't look
Fucking
natural.
crazy. Well, everything's got CGI now. all
You've
right?
got CGI.
Tyler, I wanted to ask you a question. You were telling me that Sarah's been watching the movies for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah, being a longtime
who's Sarah?
listener, she is I consider her a sidekick because I hear about what she says about our show, but
She's a big fan of Manny.
But she has yet to. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I
No,
guess
no,
no, chopped
no.
liver over here.
Right?
She likes you guys too, but it's Manny that
You know,
stands
we're-
out in her mind.
We're fine. We're okay.
I heard it's because I run a tight ship
And a tight butthole.
and a tight butthole.
That's it. Yeah.
But he is rapey.
He's gonna love
So
that.
I was gonna call Sarah out a little bit because she's been listening for
dear.
a while, but she has yet to write in.
I've told her too.
Or, you know,
Has
just
she left an
this may
iTunes
motivate her.
review?
iTunes review maybe. That's a good one.
Those
Could
always
demand
help.
both. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And iTunes. Maybe even go on Twitter.
I mean, in her defense, it's been a while since I've written in as well. I think I've only had 2 emails.
Yeah,
Most
There
of
was
them
there was
bashing
one.
sprinkles.
No, there was. I
happens.
was actually going to come to your defense, and I was bothered by it, and I can't remember what episode it was, but I don't know. It was one where you getting a lot of hate, and
So everyone.
no, it wasn't everyone. It was well, I
probably
felt like
true.
it was unjust, and you were pretty down, like, well, I guess I'm not funny, or I don't say anything, and I was like, no, you do say funny stuff. So
Thanks.
I didn't
last
like
week's
that.
episode?
Yeah, that was it. That was right there. Oh
It was.
dear. Yeah, you're
That's
gonna
why I
hate,
haven't written in yet.
Yeah, you're gonna hate last week's episode. It was bad.
It was delicious.
Have you not heard it yet?
I haven't listened to it. No, I told
didn't
you
think
I've
of
we
gone
have a
back.
guest on that's not even caught up on our show.
That was funny.
He was listening to older shows though earlier today.
Yeah,
I
he's
do
trying
know
to-
that.
Well, yeah,
catch up on his
I was wanting
knowledge.
to prepare for like a question that I may get at the end of the show, and it required some research,
Ah.
I can dig it.
some digging
So
into the
how is
archives.
Sarah liking the movies?
Well, she liked. I've kind of I did based on Sterling's recommendation. The machete order.
Yeah.
Yes.
Machete order. And
Do you want to list that out?
It is episode 4, 5, 2, 3, and 6. If you watch them in that order, cutting out 1, which I don't necessarily feel
We didn't do that.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I'd
we
still watch
watched
them.
it.
So they're basically saying that you watch 4 and 5. At the end of 5, you get hit with the he's your father.
What?
And then you go back. You
Spoiler
go
alert.
back.
Spoiler alert.
Luke,
to
it's
2,
me, your
and
daddy.
watch Darth Vader's story, and then jump back into 6, where you see.
I have watched that, and it is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we watched 4 and 5 and watched episode 1. Her exact words during episode 1 is, "What are we watching? And why is this person Jar Jar Binks on the screen?"
I know,
She
it
was a
was
big fan of his. Not really.
Big fan of pod racing.
No, she
But Darth
hated it.
Maul is so badass. Dude.
I like the pod racing, honestly.
No.
I was
Okay, here's the
with it.
thing. The idea of Darth Maul is badass. The way they portrayed him, he's not badass in the movie.
They didn't give him enough.
The concept of Darth Maul is awesome, but what's on the screen isn't great. It's average at best.
His fight scenes
That's a great
were
fight scene.
awesome.
I thought it was good. It just wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted more.
He
but-
should have had. They should have kept him as the villain for all 3 of them, or at least 2 of them, because how they killed him off was very
Yeah, just like
subpar at best.
Cool, we're done. Oh, okay,
I know,
awesome.
that was
But
lame.
didn't you say in Rebels they bring him back?
Well, no, they actually in Clone Wars,
Clone
which
Wars.
That's
was
what it was.
Damn
it.
But they've actually brought him back in Rebels as well, and
I want to watch Rebels.
it's good.
Rebels
I-
looks
I-
good.
I
They
recommend
They
it.
talk
It's-
about it all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, John, one of the guys we
Yeah.
work with, he and his son
I
watch
call him
it.
John from work.
John.
Oh, yeah.
I know a
John
lot,
from work,
I
yeah.
know a lot of John, so I go John
No,
from
that
work.
makes sense. John from work.
Is there only one John at your work?
Oh God, no.
Okay, well then,
But in our specific
I got you.
department, yeah, just one
the
John.
John.
It's the
from,
John.
from work. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. I've always wanted to watch the movies with somebody that's never watched them, but I've never had a chance to do that.
It's been good. She's really, really liked Empire Strikes Back. For the
Who
obvious
doesn't?
reason. I mean, it's a
She's
great
passed the test.
What's funny is she favorite characters so far probably Yoda, Chewbacca, and R2D2.
Yeah.
She finds them all very cute and affectionate.
Of
Just like
course.
that's what gets her, I guess.
That'd be nice to have a little Chewie, just like maybe he's like 2-3 feet tall and just running around.
No, I think I'd want him about 4 feet. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
maybe.
I'd put my
Really?
arm
Yeah.
on him. You know what I mean? We can
Kind
chill.
of like
What's up, Choo Choo?
Yeah.
Call him Choo Choo.
Choo-choo.
Hey, Choo Choo.
Short.
Simon Pegg's little sidekick from Star Trek. Whoa, what's that little guy?
Oh, I know you.
Does he ever have a name? I don't think he
know.
does.
But he's got his little sidekick.
Yeah,
I would
his
want a
buddy
Chewie,
that's on
but
the
that
Frozen
tall.
world with him.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
how cool would that be? You know, you're just driving around. You're like, dude, Chewy, come on,
Yeah.
put on my jam.
And you get to go in the carpool lane, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Awesome, yeah.
always
The
a good
only
thing.
bad part is hopefully he doesn't shed too much.
Well,
Well, it's hair,
You gotta
it's not fur.
You got to brush him a
Oh,
lot.
that is true.
Yeah.
Well, people shed. It's a thing.
Is it?
People lose hair all the time.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're letting it grow out.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
nice.
I like it.
You watching a lot of Rebels. What can are we expecting anything in Rogue One from Rebels?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to incorporate any of the story from that. John from work and I have kind of been
John from work.
we've been speculating that it would be cool if they expanded kind of this notion of, or I guess, filling the gap between the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, and they're doing that with Rogue One, but including other characters that you guys, I think, especially a big fan of it, Aaron, like a Boba Fett movie.
That would be good.
They're doing a Han Solo movie. I feel like I could make a push for like a Leia movie because she's actually had a small part in a few episodes of Rebels.
like
I'd-
older Leia or younger?
No,
Leia?
no, it's younger Leia. So
Okay.
prior to the events of Episode 4.
I think both would be good. So prior and post events of the last one that she
Yeah.
was in would be a good one. Even,
Actually, if I can right now, I want to
No.
make a suggestion.
You can't.
Okay. If I can right now, I want to make a suggestion for. Did you guys watch Stranger Things, right?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Okay.
finally, I did. Yeah.
Yes.
What did you think? Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah, it's good. Okay, so Millie Bobby Brown,
Yes.
11.
Excellent rapper.
Yes.
Excellent rapper. 11. I think she would be an awesome young Leia because
That would
if
be
you
dope.
look at her, there's a photo of her in black and white where she honestly looks like a 25, 26-year-old Carrie Fisher. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
How old is she really?
She's 11.
Oh,
She is
so
11?
She is 11.
And her
So-
name was 11?
But I'm just thinking in terms of like when they could actually make this movie.
By the time they get to
By
it.
the time they get to it,
Yeah.
she could be a young, like pick up, a few years before the events of Episode 4, A New Hope.
That would
That
be pretty
would
cool.
be-
So
cool.
because I mean, during the time she's actually a senator, like in the Imperial government or in the Imperial Senate. She is a senator from her planet Alderaan. So there's a lot of story there. I feel like you could expand upon, including her early days, or early role within the rebellion. And I'm all for, there's this, huge push of female-driven leads in movies. So
Yeah, if the movie's
I mean,
good,
Rogue
I
One's
will
going to
watch
be
it.
awesome. I really think so, and
Definitely.
I'm all on board with that.
I know that Forrest Whitaker's character appears in Rebels or Clone Wars?
No, someone said that he appeared. I don't remember ever seeing his character's name is Saw Gerrera, and he's supposed to be like he fought in the Clone Wars. I don't remember. I've watched. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I most recently watched the Lost episodes, which focus a lot on the events leading up to Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3. So there's some things that they kind of explain. Yoda's and Obi-Wan's ability to, I guess, have their consciousness extend past life, where they're part of like the living force, and they were both taught to do that by Qui-Gon. So Qui-Gon died, but his essence still existed. If you want to say like a
Nice.
ghost or something
Well, like
that,
the ghost
but-
of Obi-Wan in
Exactly, yeah. They
Episode
were
4.
taught to
Yeah.
do that, to extend their life force into the beyond by Qui-Gon. It was something that he mastered, and
Love
the
me some
Lost.
Qui-Gon.
Yeah, that's probably one of my biggest complaints about Episode 1 is that
we didn't get enough.
we didn't get enough of Qui-Gon, not enough of Liam
Yeah, he did
Neeson.
seem like he was going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, since I'm going to jump down real quick, since we're talking about spin-offs and different characters, is that I did read last night that they have not confirmed any Obi-Wan movies. Not yet. Ewan McGregor is totally up for it, but they don't think we're even going to get anything until after this trilogy is over.
Yeah.
Because they want to wait to see what they're probably going to use them in this trilogy somehow. So I wonder if it's going to be something like what you're saying, is that he comes back in some sort of spiritual way.
But of course, Ewan McGregor, I'll do it. He's not doing anything. Like, yes, please, I would love some work. I'm right here, guys. Come on, call me. I will be him. I
What
hope
is the
they
last thing he's been on?
I hope they
I think there's
recast
movies
him.
going on.
I hope
What?
they
I know he has stuff going on right
Well,
now.
he had that show on Netflix.
Yeah, but he said how big he was into
Oh.
Star Wars.
His biggest role recently, he played Jesus. Like, he actually played
Oh,
Jesus.
I remember
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, in a film set in like Jerusalem or something like that. Or no, it's supposed to be his like 40 days in the desert. And yeah, he plays not only Jesus, but he also plays the devil. It's kind of unique.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, both sides of it.
I like Ian McGregor.
I like
Ewan
Ewan
Or
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah.
Ewan.
No, the only thing I'd say about a possible spinoff, and I'm always kind of confused now on what's like canonical, like what is within canon, because there's so much the legacy style or legacy part of Star Wars universe. Everything that was written or has been produced in video games before and after like the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy. I don't know how much of that is a part of the universe now, or at least how Disney sees it. But there were stories, books written between the events.
Is it fan fiction or is it like
No,
It
it's
is- okay.
like it's
But
publications.
before Disney got Star Wars and they changed everything, George Lucas came out, like he said, like there's hundreds of books that are written in the Star Wars universe that aren't like, they weren't written by people with they were just written by authors, but
under the license, though.
yeah,
Star
under the
Wars.
license. And George Lucas said, yeah, these are all canon in the Star Wars universe. And then when Disney got Star Wars and they rebooted it, JJ was like, okay, everything after episode 6,
Yeah.
not canon anymore. Because, yeah, so they changed, like now all these books that are past episode 6 aren't canon.
okay.
They were, and now they're not.
Well, I think some things before the not the original, but the prequel
Yeah.
trilogy. So episode 1 through 3. I don't know if that stuff, all the video games and the books that have been written about the Star Wars universe prior to that, if that's canon as well.
And then, by the way, I just looked up. This is the guy. I know this is really great radio, really great,
Great
podcasting.
radio.
But that's the character that is in this.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, I don't remember
Let me
him.
see. Oh yeah, I saw that side by side. So he was.
Does it say what episode that is?
I can.
What season?
I'll look it up.
Okay, so yeah. Thank you very much.
No, I was going to say the one thing I was just going to wrap up real quickly. Yeah, there is, if they wanted to use, which they don't have to, obviously, but there were stories about Obi-Wan actually leaving Tatooine to go on a mission or something like that. I think a lot of the time it was centered around like protecting Jedi that hadn't been wiped out by Order 66 or hadn't been found by Darth Vader at that point. So they could do a film about that, which I think would be pretty cool.
I can dig it.
And this movie's supposed to go up until 15 minutes before episode 4.
That's my
correct?
understanding. Yeah,
That's how we understand it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was thinking.
Kathleen Kennedy has come out to say that there's not going to be any sequels.
Nope.
She's the president of Lucasfilms. So yeah, no sequels, no matter how good it does.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
They're just telling a story. That's all we're
Yeah.
getting. And you know what the sequel is? Episode 4.
you
That's
go.
the sequel.
Yeah.
I mean,
where else do you go from it? It's so close to ending where
well, what if
4 picks up.
What if they made a movie of what was happening during episode 4, 5, and 6, like something else off?
so like a parallel story
Yeah,
during
a
those.
parallel
I mean, they
you could do
could,
something
but
like
I
that.
don't think I don't even think they're gonna do that.
Of course, they're not. She said they're
yeah.
not. No matter how well this movie
Well, no,
does.
I'm saying like they're never gonna do a story that I don't think they're gonna do a story in parallel with any of the movies. It's all gonna be like telling stories in a different timeline of anything.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyways, that's a
They're,
theory.
they're on track to make 130 million in pre-sale
Oh,
tickets.
you
It's
know,
crazy.
It's like whatever. It's a chump change.
But they're not. They haven't caught up to Force Awakens, and they won't. They don't expect them to. And again, we mentioned this before, but no crawl at the beginning of the movie.
oh dear.
Boo.
There. Oh, I thought it was gonna be a bigger reaction from you.
I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to start. They do have it online right now, but I didn't want to watch it.
No.
I just-
Whoa.
I'm done watching anything.
You found it online?
You can watch the first 15 minutes of the movie online.
Yeah.
Can I watch the whole movie online?
Well,
No.
if you go to some Chinese website, maybe.
Okay. I
Or
can
Russian website.
Perfect. Ah.
Sank?
I like how you
Dostovang.
sent me the German version of the Guardians of
Did
the
I?
Galaxy trailer.
Oh yeah, I did that
I'm
one
like,
time. It was
was
on
like,
accident. I'm sorry. And I actually posted that on Facebook too.
Get it here at Hardly Heroes. German.
Danke schön, darling. Oh, sorry.
Fährst das ist gut. Autobahn, vroom vroom, das ist gut.
What's that band that we always say? I know they're not German. or-
Rammstein?
No.
No.
What was that?
Which
dun,
band?
dun, 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 dun. I am fuck man, you say it all the time. You say it in
Gautier?
the- Yeah, Gautier.
Gautier, yeah.
Gautier.
Yeah, he's actually Australian.
All right.
But it is a French word. I don't-
Austrian
yeah.
or Australian?
Australian.
Hold
yeah.
on,
Australian.
Can we get the Mark Wahlberg impression, maybe?
Oh dear.
Ooh, I thought about it earlier when I talked about Transformers and be like, hey guys, I think I found a Transformer. It's tough. With the headphones on, I can't
I
hear
know.
myself as well.
All right, let me just set the tone
Oh,
for the
dear.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Tyler, Manny, and myself went to a movie, and it was
That's cute.
Jason too. Jason was with
oh,
us.
Jason was with us. And what movie were we going to see? Was it Captain America?
Civil War.
Yeah, it was Civil War. I can't even.
Hey, can't even tell. You want me to set it up?
Yeah, go.
Okay, so we're at IMAX about to watch Captain America. No, was it that or was it Amazing Spider-Man 2?
No, it was Amazing Spider-Man 2.
It was. I think it was Amazing Spider-Man 2. And Haston was with us as well.
You guys are
Yeah.
Because I
cute.
remember he didn't really like it that
The
much.
Haston.
Motherfucker Jones.
Okay.
Motherfucking Jones.
I'm out of the loop here. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Work peeps.
Don't
no,
worry,
it's fine.
baby birds. He'll feed you.
No, it's cool.
I got a brownie for you.
It's got sprinkles on
It's
it.
got sprinkles on it. So we're at IMAX and we're about to watch Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the trailer for Transformers. I think the fourth movie and the first one with Marky Mark comes
Revenge
up.
of the
and-
Fallen or something.
No,
Yeah.
was it? Revenge?
No.
Yeah, it was
No, it wasn't Dark Side of the Moon.
No, it was the first one. It was the first one with Mark Wahlberg, the one that just came out.
The last one.
Yeah.
Was that called Revenge of the Fallen?
I thought that's
no,
what it was called.
That was the name of the second one.
Okay.
See, obviously,
Age of Extinction.
Thank you. Yeah.
Boom. Good job,
Yeah,
Manny.
Good job.
Way to
Manny.
know your Transformers
So no,
info.
the trailer for that movie comes up. He's dancing.
I'm working the levers. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh dear.
No, that trailer comes up, and there's this like one scene where what's so comical about it is Mark Wahlberg's character is supposed to be from East Texas, but he's totally got this Boston Southie accent, and he's Mark Wahlberg also supposed to be an engineer, which none of that is believable.
Bullshit.
But he's wrenching on Optimus Prime.
Oh, yeah.
And his like friend and daughter walking and says, "Hey guys, I think I found a Transformer." And I don't know.
He
said
says that
That's,
out loud in the
I
theater
said
for
that
everybody to
out
hear.
loud in the theater.
And we're just all dying.
No, it's right before the Marvel thing shows up, so it's
Yeah.
dead silent,
Yeah.
and all you hear is Tyler's like, "Hey guys, I think I found a Transformer," and we lost it, dude. Everybody just starts dying laughing.
That's what I call me masturbating, wrenching on Optimus Prime.
Oh gosh.
Hey, well, high five, bing.
Oh
Nice.
dear.
You're
Bing,
good.
bing,
That-
bing.
yeah.
There it is.
Welcome back, Aaron.
That was good.
Well done.
Man, that was grade A good shit.
I feel bad. I don't feel like I gave you the best Marky Mark I could.
Oh, that's all right.
We'll work on it.
Oh,
I've been working on my James Earl Jones though.
Oh,
I've got
dear.
this one. You guys want to hear it?
This
Yeah,
is
let's
CNN.
No, that's really good.
That wasn't
That
actually
wasn't
that good at
no.
all.
It's really just one line. But Simba, you deliberately disobeyed me, and worst of all, you put Nala in danger.
Oh,
pulling
dear.
out the Lion King.
I know
love
that's
it.
really the only line I've got.
Oh,
I
it
can't
doesn't
get
matter.
any more
I
of
think
it.
it sounds more like Aunt Jemima.
Oh man,
Yeah,
All right.
it needs some work.
Keep working on that.
we got some
Okay.
questions.
Okay, finally, we've got
yeah.
the traditional questions that we like to ask our interviewees. Yes,
Interviews. Interviews.
and I'm glad we have time to do it. We really
What are we at? We're almost there. We're
powered
doing
through
good.
that.
Yeah,
we're at 50
doing
minutes.
good.
We're at 50 minutes. We
We're
got
doing good.
10, 15 minutes to do this.
Ishy-ish.
Okay, so Tyler, the big part. We like to do this because we eventually want to include some of this stuff into samples of a better intro.
Yeah.
Obviously, after hearing what
Oh man,
Jay Jackal said
he
about
just
it.
Jay
ripped you a
Jackal.
new one.
Did he say this on the last episode?
Last episode, he said it's getting old.
Manny,
Our intro.
I like our intro.
Thank you,
I,
thank you.
No.
I'm
It's a,
not
you know,
sick of it yet, and I still like it, and it's catchy, and
Thank you, Aaron.
I still tap
I
my feet
appreciate
to it. It's nice.
I'm not gonna go kill myself now.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So
Where would we record?
Yeah, we'd be.
Well,
screwed.
I mean, we would call up Robin, his sidekick, and we would just come and record me and you.
boom.
Maybe we would bring Robin in.
should
We
probably-
could just stuff Manny.
Oh,
yeah.
Taxidermy me?
Yeah, I was
Well,
trying to think of that word.
eye comes out. You can call me Glenn.
We'll just push it back in.
Okay, so let's get into these questions.
Yeah.
First off, do you have a favorite superhero?
Yeah, you actually sent me the email with those questions, and you asked for like a favorite and a least favorite. And
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I went ahead and
Okay.
I kind of listed them all here, but and this one has more recently evolved to be my favorite superhero. But I really like Captain America because there was a point in his life where he wasn't the hero, or he wasn't a hero in the traditional sense, strong, you know. His strength came from, I guess, kind of inside. He had a lot of heart, and stood up to bullies. I like that, and I always feel like he has really good qualities. And he's always one where, and I feel like it's highlighted really well in the films, and I feel like Chris Evans has done a great job. But in Civil War, he just didn't go along with what they expected of him because he knew ultimately, like he says in the film, our safest hands are our own. But I more and more he's grown on me. So I'd say currently he's probably my favorite superhero. So
Whose side did you take on in Civil War?
Well, obviously we know. right now.
I had to go Cap.
So
but,
stupid.
But I had the luxury of, as a viewer, as kind of being a third party, you kind of know the reasons behind what the events that are going on, and it's
Right.
not until the end that Iron Man obviously sees what happens.
Right.
But yeah, I'd probably say Cap.
Okay.
I don't know.
You said you have a
there's like
least favorite?
Yeah, there's like a libertarian side of me where big government and whatever. It's
Yeah.
I'm not really, but yeah, least favorite. Not because I
Way to
dislike the character. I think the character's great, and I love his abilities and his powers. But it's really the implementation of those powers. Superman. I don't know. I always feel like he could do things so much better with his abilities. It just kills me that there are people that like are able, to combat him when he's so powerful and should be so strong.
Yeah.
And I know that varies from different comic books and different, medians, because sometimes, in the early Supermans, he couldn't really fly. He could just jump really far.
Yeah.
And then there's like Silver Age and Golden Age, and his power levels have always kind of fluctuated. So I like, kind of the modern interpretation of Superman with all the abilities that he has, the kind of classic one. But I just never feel like he uses them in the right way. So for that reason, I think it's more just based on disappointment than me actually disliking him. I'm just disappointed that he doesn't do it that way I would do it. And maybe that's why he's Superman. I don't know.
We're gonna get some
Maybe that's why
hate
he's
mail for
Superman.
that one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, people aren't going to like
I bet
that.
your brother's gonna be mad. Isn't
Yeah, that
his
is his
favorite?
favorite. Yeah, he does. He loves Superman.
I like Superman too.
Yeah.
Favorite villain.
Magneto. Because he has a
That's a good
purpose.
Yes.
Because he's suffered so much in his past, and he's been oppressed not only as a mutant but as a Jew, and
Yeah.
he's always kind of been always suffered injustices. And
Is he a Jew or is he just Jewish?
is there a difference?
that was the joke.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well that's cool. Yeah. So,
Sorry, that was good. I'm proud of myself.
man, he had all these stored up.
He's got some
he's an
zingers
episode
to-
behind.
Well,
so you gotta
since
let
I
him-
got to listen to an episode where you guys said I don't do anything and all I do is
like,
catchphrases.
Hey,
fuck this. He's like, I'm gonna write new
Hold
jokes
up.
right
whoa,
now.
whoa, whoa!
I'm right now.
This has all been improv, you goddamn
do you
assholes.
see why we should do this more often? He comes with some zingers.
We'll have
some
him on
juice
every
that-
other episode.
That Optimus Prime one was gold, like fucking gold.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
People are gonna be talking about that one for a while.
I hope so. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
You gotta bash him more often. This is awesome.
you bash me every show,
Well,
you
if
asshole.
stepped
Shut
it
up,
up this game.
jerk.
You have a least favorite villain?
I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of hate for this one, but I'm gonna say Joker. Probably because the reason I like Magneto so much and that he does have a purpose, Joker doesn't. He's a rabid dog.
He is.
Just needs to be put down. But Batman can do it.
No.
'Cause he's
And it-
too much like Batman.
Yeah, I mean he exists because Batman exists.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's a good one. That's a
love
good one.
Joker. He's
What would
my
be your superpower?
I thought long and hard about this one, and I initially came to like just super intelligence, but then I thought, what is my emotional state going to be? 'Cause
Wait, is it being able to heat up chicken nuggets without a microwave?
that's not super intelligence. No.
I'm so smart, I make things cook with my mind.
Bingo.
What was that? You want your coffee hotter?
There you
Oh
go.
no, wait! I can't do that. I can only do chicken
Yeah,
nuggets.
no. It has to be a solid. It can't be a liquid.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yeah. So because I didn't choose super intelligence, I chose invulnerability because I
Okay.
feel like there's a lot of things that come along with that. You can be really strong. That's about the only one.
No, I think that's great.
Yeah.
We're leaving room for you to talk so that we're not talking over you, and then we can sample this later. So
Yeah.
don't feel
Oh,
like
okay.
they're not saying.
Yeah. I'm
No,
just
no,
trying
it's
to
cool.
Keep quiet.
Yeah, that's good.
Trying to get a nice clear voice.
That or Manny
Okay.
yells at us after the show.
Yeah, trust me. Now that I've been going through the episodes trying to find clips, every time like we talk over each other, I'm like, "Fucking god damn it!"
I know,
I
yeah.
can't even. Yeah, it's bad. I hate it.
Would you have a weakness, or what is your weakness if you were a superhero?
Chicken nuggets.
Cookies.
Yeah.
That was. We have had.
Oh dear.
John from work and I have been addicted to this tin of cookies that we got from one of the salespeople brought it in, and we destroyed this thing in 3 days.
Yeah.
And it could have lasted a week and a half.
I was so surprised to walk over there and already be on the second level. You know, you get the second level of cookies.
Two tiers, and we killed the first tier in about a day and a half, and did the second in equal time. And then we got more because it's holidays and Christmas time. We got more sweets today, and
Those are done, right?
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was done.
it was one of the C's candies, and it probably had half a dozen, or no, more than probably a little more than
few in there.
a dozen, less than
Probably like
less
2
than
or
two
3 now.
So I have
Yeah.
I have a question. Does this John from work guy, does he listen to this show?
He hasn't. No, I don't think he has.
Because he's like a celebrity on this show. On just this episode alone, he's been mentioned, John from work, like 5-6
He
times.
does his own podcast.
I just mentioned people that are in my life. That's it.
yeah.
Okay.
When I talk to my mom, I talk about you, Aaron.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How is your mother?
She's doing great.
Okay,
she
tell her-
loves the show.
Tell her I said hi.
I will. You can tell her yourself.
I will.
No, I don't
She
think
listens.
she listens. No, she doesn't.
I miss Scobian.
Okay.
It's me, buddy.
It's me.
Your choice of weapon in a zombie apocalypse. What is it?
No
No
guns.
guns.
No
No
guns.
guns. Yeah.
Shoguns.
Shoguns.
I was gonna look this up at lunch and I didn't get a chance to, but there is like a Bear Grylls kind of style machete where it's curved and it's got a good handle and decent reach. So it's like it can be used in close quarters as well as in kind of the open. I mean, ultimately, I would, and I've talked about this when you guys did your top 5 for zombie weapons, like the weapons I would have, excluding guns, samurai sword. I want a spear. I think of this kind of hoplite, phalanx style, 300-esque where you're you're blocking and you're jabbing with the spear, and it's more meant. I thought a lot about this, but you can kind of like you can stab, step back, and you're constantly retreating, which wouldn't work like in close quarters. But if you're on like an open road and you've got a horde coming at you and you need to protect from folks, I think that's a good way to do
I
it.
hate when hordes come at me. They're just
Hordes.
Get off me, you whore.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Somebody at work, Mark at work, told me.
Brown Mark.
Yeah, Brown Mark told
dear.
me that when you go to a truck stop, you got to watch out for lot lizards.
Yep. No, that's true.
Do you know what that is?
I
Yeah.
used to know.
The prosties, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they call them lot lizards.
There's all these. No, there's a
What?
whole. Yeah, there's
wait.
code for truck stops for truck drivers. There's like a whole bunch of code names
Yeah.
and things. So like if you're listening to a CB radio and you like hear like trucks, like the truck drivers, and you hear them say something funky, it's probably like, hey, let's go masturbate in a corner at the truck stop later, or hey, I got a fucking prostitute, or hey, you want to jerk me off, or but it's all like code names.
Yeah, no, he was just like, watch out for the lot lizards. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's
Man.
like, there are prostitutes in the truck stops. And I'm like, that's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard.
And I can't remember it, but there's no. Oh yeah, now. So it used to be a good buddy meant hey guys, like hey guys, I'm out of here. Like so 10-4, good buddy. That was a truck thing. Now good buddy means male prostitute.
He's a good buddy, huh?
Yeah. So good buddy.
Not a
You a
good
good
buddy.
buddy? You're a bad buddy.
You're like, oh, I'm just buddy. I'm just Sterling.
Just buddy!
Just call me Sterling.
Yep. I'm going to walk away and I am going to put my hand over my butthole.
So yeah, good buddy.
Exit only.
I didn't have this list. I didn't send you this question on the original list. I don't think so. Just do your best to answer it. This is a question that's come up on the show quite a few times in the last few episodes. Is the difference between a hero and a superhero, and whether Iron Man is considered a superhero?
I don't know. Well, I feel like that question can be answered in 2 ways. Like I when I initially read it, and you did actually send it to me in the email you sent
was
me,
on there?
so
Okay.
it was on there. So I had some time to think about it. But I was thinking about, for me, the difference between like a hero and a superhero is, for a hero is someone in my mind that you wouldn't think they'd be able to do or something like that. I guess what I'm trying to say is unexpected kind of hero, like a guy who rushes into a burning building and saves a mother and her daughter on the 3rd floor. He's not a firefighter. He doesn't have any kind of training or anything like that. He's just a person in action that is doing something really heroic, oftentimes at the risk of their own life. Whereas I feel like with, a superhero, maybe we kind of expect them to be great and to do these amazing feats and things. Well, that's why heroes, in my mind, are greater. That's probably what I'd say.
That was a good explanation.
That was awesome, and nobody talked.
Yeah.
I love it. Go ahead.
Sorry. There was one thing from last episode that I actually did my research, and I wanted to let you guys know because of Jay Jackal's email from last week.
Sure.
He referenced X-Ray Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
What
my
was
god,
that?
I already know
forgot.
what it's from, and I'm very upset that Hold on.
Wait. Okay, I'm going to just go what the fuck is it from? Because I didn't find anything.
What? Oh my god, I am so upset. Me and Aaron have had this conversation of I'll go back and listen to the show, and I'll almost forget about stuff, and I'm like, God, how did I not remember that?
What we talk about? Yeah.
Freddy Got Fingered. The movie Freddy Got Fingered, he draws a comic book, and it's called X-Ray Cat.
That's funny.
He's a vigilante.
Because the only thing I found on the internet that had anything to do with X-Ray Cat was something that Tom Green posted.
Yeah.
And it says, I am X-Ray Cat. I've got superpowers. I can see through
through
wooden
walls.
doors with my X-ray vision. Wooden doors. I can see the criminal committing crime. I come along and say, I can see you, he says. I can't, I say. Yes, I can with my X-ray cat. You can't get me. You can't get me. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's from Freddy Got Fingered.
Didn't
and
know
I
that.
laughed because when I listened to the episodes, oh my God, I can't believe I didn't get that.
That's funny.
I'm
Daddy, would you
glad I
like
don't
some
know about that.
sausage? Daddy, would you like some
sausage?
sausages? Sorry,
Never seen it.
go on.
All right. I'm so glad I don't waste space in my head on Tom Green shit.
Oh, dear. Hey, Tom Green was good for like the late 90s to early
maybe
2000s.
first 2 episodes, and then it just got shitty.
I don't know. I like Tom Green.
Road Trip.
See?
Good.
He played
Road
Tom
Trip.
Green in Road Trip.
Exactly.
It worked in that, though.
It did. It was.
Um,
Look what I got. He pulls out the underwear. What'd you do? Kill a cheetah?
Oh, I love being 16. Like that was like hilarious to me.
Oh, it was
That was
super
the
funny.
best. That was the funniest movie ever.
Oh, it was cool.
Anyway, sorry, Manny. Keep
No,
going.
no,
What were
no.
you- what's
No,
your-
go on.
Sorry,
go
you were
on.
dancing like you're just so
I
mad.
always have this look. Remember? Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I don't know what
Chafing.
he's doing.
Or whatever it's called on Halo.
Working the levers.
Strafing?
Strafing. That's
It's my
what
new.
called.
It's my new dance move. It's called working the levers.
Oh, I thought it was the Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It could be that too.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Your last question, Tyler. We asked you to pick a top 5 of anything we've already done, and
Yeah.
what is that?
I settled on 90s movies.
Ooh,
Because
okay.
I feel like, with the exception of a few, most of my 90s films weren't on any of your lists. So I think
even
you
better.
guys did an honorable mention on
Sure.
on that one. If you didn't,
That's all right. You can
I
throw it
don't.
in.
So honorable mention, Armageddon, 1999.
Okay.
It's one that
Amazing.
just
good.
anytime it's on,
You
I
gotta watch
it.
it,
It's
definitely.
good. It's an awful Michael Bay film, but I love it all the same.
Yeah, it's good.
Me and
It's that
Tyler
great.
break out into that song all the time.
Don't wanna close my eyes.
I don't want to
Fall asleep 'cause I miss you, baby, and I
don't
don't wanna
wanna
miss a thing.
Don't want to close my eyes.
We got Manny into it. So
Don't
yeah,
want to fall asleep because I miss you, babe. And I don't want to miss a thing.
My favorite part of the movie was the whole ragtag team. They were so great together. All those
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
That was the best part of the movie.
For
is
sure.
Seeing these guys all interact, and they're a bunch of roughneck ragtag people.
I would say probably one of Sterling's favorite lines in any film or any movie. So if you'd had to pick one, who are you? Well, I'm Han. Yeah, you're Chewbacca. So, Chewie, have you even seen Star Wars?
Oh, dear.
Sadly, I hate that Owen Wilson's part was so small.
I
in
know that was
'cause
lame.
Yeah.
He should have been one of the guys. That
He was a great
survived.
character. Yeah, I could have. Well, I was gonna say I could live without Steve Buscemi, but no, I couldn't live without
Oh,
Steve
he was
Buscemi.
so.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's-
love Steve Buscemi.
Yeah,
you know
he's
he's
great.
a firefighter?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
Where
know
at?
that.
Like volunteer somewhere?
I think before he started acting,
Oh, okay.
he was a firefighter.
Oh, okay.
He's
I can't
awesome.
even imagine Steve Buscemi as a fire. He's the funkiest looking dude ever.
Hey guys, I'm coming to save you. Here we go. Let's go.
Right? Isn't that so fucking weird?
Don't look at my weird eyes.
On my weird teeth.
Oh,
So that's your honorable mention.
Yeah, that's honorable mention.
Okay,
So
number
I
five.
can rattle these off if you guys want me to.
No, just go ahead. Number 5. What is it?
So number 5, The Hunt for Red October, 1990. So beginning of the 90s. It's kind of the first. It's the first Tom Clancy film with John Ryan. There's kind of his Jack Ryan, his character that was later portrayed by Ben Affleck, Harrison Ford in 2 movies, and then most recently Chris Pine in what's Shadow? No, not Shadow Recruit.
I know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
didn't see anyone.
It was okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's number 5.
Number
Number
four?
4, Tombstone, 1993.
Was that in any of our
Amazing.
lists?
I swear it had to been in one of ours.
Yeah, I think it was in yours.
I think it
Yeah.
was in Sterling's. Yeah.
That's a
I
good
fucking
one.
love that movie.
Best Western.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Easily
I
my
love-
favorite Western.
I love that hotel.
I knew that was coming. Number 4. Number 3.
Oh
Number
yeah,
four.
yeah. Number 3.
Is it number 3 or number
I had
4?
to mix in a comedy there, and otherwise it would have just been all dramas. But I feel like the best comedy, at least in my mind, from the 90s, Groundhog's Day.
That's a good one.
That is a really
1993.
good
I
one.
thought that was the 80s.
No, you think that, but no, it's
Oh, that's
1993,
funny.
so early 90s.
John from work
Oh, yeah, yeah.
asked the question,
got
what
you.
would you do in your Groundhog Day? What are some of the things that you would do?
I know what Manny's gonna say, and it involves heroin.
Whoa, hey.
I would try some heroin.
Little
There's
rapey.
really no consequence. I don't know. That's a big leap from heroin to rape.
Yeah, heroin and
Is-
rape.
I have a question. Is it Groundhog Day or Groundhog's Day?
It's actually Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah. I misspoke there. That's what I wrote down because I was looking it up to get the exact date, and it is in fact Groundhog Day.
Oh, well. Ow,
Yeah.
fuck. My pen just stabbed me.
What was your number 3 again?
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog.
Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, 1993. Number 2,
Number 2.
Apollo 13.
Good movie.
1995, great movie.
Good
I love
movie.
space, love NASA.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, yeah, mentioned him
back.
earlier. He's
Yeah.
back. Guy, yeah, black hat.
That's a really good one.
No, that's a great one. Love that one. And then last but not least, my favorite movie, not just from the 90s, but
Sleepless in Seattle.
how'd you know?
Oh, I was like, did he really? I would not be surprised.
Really?
No, that's not it.
I was like, damn, that was crazy.
Forrest Gump, my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So,
Damn it, I love
So
Gump.
wait, that's your favorite movie, not just of the 90s, but of all time.
all time. All time. One, he
These
wasn't hungry
guys
but
used
thirsty.
to spend all fucking day quoting that movie.
Did you know
We
that
still do.
they were going to make a sequel to Forrest Gump?
Yeah, well, there's actually...
And he was
going to
be a time traveler or something? No, the sequel was Forrest Gump was going to be a time traveler.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm
weird.
glad that didn't
Yeah.
come to
And it was like,
fruition.
there was a script written and everything.
Who
and
wrote the script?
I don't remember.
I bet it was Kevin Smith. He's the worst.
Hey, whoa! Whoa! Okay. I can't even get into this.
That's the only one I'll say. That was the last
I
of it.
love me some Kevin Smith.
I know you do.
I must
know
have
you
drank
do.
me about 15
Dr.
Dr.
Peppers.
Peppers.
Yep.
There wasn't. I was gonna say there was one question that you left off this list, but was a part of the email,
Right.
And that was more related to the show itself. So I don't know if you guys want me to go
I think
into that.
I forgot to ask you what's your favorite part of the show. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah. Favorite part of the show. I would say it's not one any particular segment that you guys do, but I would say it's so often. A lot of times the one-liners, but how surprised I am. Not really surprised because I know you're all funny, but just how they really catch me off guard because they're so subtle. One that I can think of, one recently that I heard from, well, actually,
wrenching Optimus
that
Prime.
one, yeah,
Buddy.
wrenching on Optimus Prime.
Oh,
but
dear, I love
there was one, since this has kind of been a Star Wars theme one,
Yeah.
you talked about, and I can't remember the episode, but you talked about the idea of Darth Vader force pushing Ford through a Star Destroyer, and I'm in the office. Manny's probably looking at me funny, but I am dying, thinking it's so
Oh,
damn
dear.
funny.
Every
God,
once
that
in a while,
killed me.
he starts laughing, and he has to pull out his earphones and
And
be
I have
like,
to tell Manny what I'm laughing at. But
Aaron just said, "Yeah, there you go."
you painted such a picture that I just thought was brilliant.
I love it. That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
those are probably my favorite moments because it's just subtle, funny, dry humor, and that's my favorite.
Awesome.
That was it.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah, that's all I got.
We said good.
Yeah,
Misa good.
I was hoping he was gonna say, his least favorite hero was Jubilee.
Or sprinkles, whatever.
The Jube.
The Jews.
Oh, gotta love the Jube.
All right, well, they can find us where?
Oh, do you remember any of the handles? No.
That's okay.
It's like Hardly Heroes 1. Is that on Twitter?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. I don't actually have
I mean,
Twitter,
messed up
but
the
I
delivery, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. You can find us on Instagram at.
Hardly Heroes.
You can find us on Facebook at.
Hardly Heroes.
And I guess you can find us on YouTube now if Aaron posts the video at.
Hardly Heroes, I think.
Boom!
Hardly Heroes.
Yeah. So that's really all we got. Thanks, Tyler, for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You can email us at Gmail.
Oh, yeah. Hardly Heroes.
Hardlyheroes@gmail.com.
Ah, shit.
But yeah, thank you
Let's
so
say that
much.
again. Hardlyheroes@gmail.com. Sorry, it was kind of mumbled.
You're right.
And we were talking
We're
over
all
each other.
And people, don't forget, if you ever do come in studio, bring me food.
And
because Tyler's.
Don't forget to write an iTunes review.
Yes.
It's
Sarah.
It's the biggest
Sarah,
way to promote the podcast and to grow the podcast is to give an iTunes review. That would be wonderful.
Sarah, so if we don't have an iTunes review by next week, Tyler's going to be upset with you.
And
So
you're
am I.
banned from the show.
Well, not banned from listening.
No. You have to download, but you can't listen.
Download, but don't listen.
Yeah.
Don't do it. All right. I think. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Tyler.
Awesome. Thanks,
We
guys.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Right.